Hello, hello, hello. This is really just a stream so I can, well, number one, I need content. Probably not going to talk too much, and the intention here is to just get some footage to edit down while I look through what actually is I have some really nice coin rolls here. Nice coins in there, and I want to get footage of it. And if I find anything cool, I'll probably unmute. Yeah, that's the plan. Yeah, so throw some music on, get some coffee, blah, blah, blah. Again, if I find anything cool, I will talk about it. Otherwise, I'm going to shut up. Thank you. So I keep getting these really nice bronze pennies. I guess I should say bronze cents. But these are pretty cool. These I have tiers here, okay? I have really good of all copper, zinc, and whatever. I have those all in a bin. Then I have a good copper. I think I've said this before in another video, but just do a box, basically. One day I may make something out of all of the bronze. Who knows? I might make a statue someday. But at the least, they're worth, and you can't sell them, obviously, for more than what they're worth, or, you know, I don't know, I guess you can. Scratch that. Each one's worth like 3 cents or something with the price of copper right now, but what you cannot do is melt them down and sell them for copper, or bronze, which is technically what they are. And I would never do that, but ooh, look at that small date. Denver. It's gonna be zinc. It's not, you just witnessed me get like 10 grand. 2.53. She's zinc. I save it anyways though. Maybe I'll throw it on eBay and try to fool somebody. That's a joke. Anyways, so I do save pretty much every single bronze penny I get. I have boxes of them. In worst case scenario, I'm going to take them to Coinstar and get me some sweet Amazon gift cards. Alright, I think that's really all I wanted to say. Going to continue with silence because I don't have a private place necessarily in which to stream. There's a strike through grease here. Maybe? Could just be a shitty coin. Okay, radio silence. Thanks for watching. Hello, I'm back, and I just want, ooh, always look at your 72s. You can see a really nice, famous double die obverse on a 1972. But I'm just sitting here, and I'm kind of dying inside, because if you know me, you know I love to talk. So, to sit here and not talk looking at coins, it's kind of against my religion, but I'm doing my best. And, 2000 looking for a wide AM. See, I want to say stuff like that, but I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to bottle it all up. So in my next video, look out. Be talking a lot. Fast. Okay, I'm back again. I just can't stop. This right here is a pretty nice coin. This is like what, and I'm not pointing anybody out specifically or picking on anybody, but look what Jess found. If he freaking pulled this coin, he'd probably shit his pants. Just saying. Me? Meh. Anybody out there know grading or anything? Looking at this coin, I know you can't really grade it without it being in your hand, but I'm looking at that. You know, you got to figure out what the name exactly is of that ridge that runs around the just outside of the rim. A lot of these 80s coins have that, probably from the way they were minted. I will find out, and if anybody knows, let me know, please. But it's a nice coin. It's not perfect. Definitely got some scratches up there above the memorial. And I think that rim being kind of distorted and weird is going to take away some of the eye appeal. But overall, what a nice coin. That, something like that goes into a bin I have that has a lot of coins in there that I will be eventually putting into a book. And I might actually do that, figure out a way to arrange my cameras, my webcam and stuff, where I can record the filling of the book. It might be kind of a fun video. Fun. There's quotes around fun. Kind of nerdy crap, but kind of enjoying this, I gotta tell you. Oh, 99, looking for the wide AM. Nope. Admittedly, I probably miss a lot of errors because I go through them pretty fast. Like, say you find an error on this coin, an actual mint error, not a parking lot error. Wink. Sorry, that's a joke. Obviously, it's not an error, it'd be damage. But I find an error on this coin, unless it's a major error, I'm not going to sell it for that much because all the schmutz on the back of it. Yeah. This one right here, first off, I'm looking for die clash inside of the memorial. Not seeing it. You can see a carbon spot there by Frank Asparo's initials, FG at the bottom. This goes in my copper. So I'm going to use copper and bronze interchangeably. Just cause. Pretty common, I suppose. Also, I use penny and cent interchangeably. Okay, 2019 is one of my favorite years. I have found so many cool double die obverse in the date, in the motto up top. Liberty's doubled in some of them. Even the LB and the JFM on the back of these can be doubled. And I gotta admit, I don't often look at the reverse on those, and I should. There's actually some really cool strike throughs on those dates. I didn't even look at the... See, okay. If this was a white AM, that's what, $20 coin in good condition? What do you think people would sell this, or, you know, pay for that? Not much. Crap. So, okay. I think I got talking out of my system. And I have about 400 pennies left to go through, so I'm going to try to fly through these. It should be said, weigh your 82s. I don't weigh my 82s right away. In fact, I have an entire box almost filled with 1982s to go through individually, and you know, I'll have my scale out. The reason I do it that way is my scale has a timer, times out, then I got to turn it back on, turns back off. It's just kind of annoying. I think it would slow down the stream as well. See, this is a nice coin except for that fingerprint on the back. You cannot remove those, not in, you know, preserve the coin. It would take some pretty harsh cleaning to do that. But yeah, again, the reason I really wanted to stream some of this is there's some nice coins in here. This is a... Oh, I should also mention there's layers, many layers. I do have, and I will show my entire setup once I get a little organization and move all my stuff to the where it's going to end up. But I have a bin that my partner, she organized, came up with a really great system. And I can show you what they are. I can tell you where to get them really cheap. So you're not paying an arm and a leg for, that's a nice coin. You're not paying an arm and a leg for sorting bins, because they can be really expensive. If you go to like Michael's or whatever, stuff's not cheap. As nice as this one is, this one's going to go in my, second tier copper. Because I'm really looking for like mint state 65 and above for my books. Anyways, back to what I was saying. Found out that if you take these bins and you separate them into like 3-year periods, just enough to, fit all of the zinkins, so to speak, into it, and then some of the coppers as well. And I put my nicest ones in there in 3-year increments, and then basically, yeah. Sorry, got distracted. And then I put them into bags later on, which it's a whole thing, and I will show you. But I'm going back to mute. Jeez, see, I can't stop talking. This is it's not really anything. Some people are collecting these. 1969 and 1970. They get what's called the floating roof. These 2 lines above the memorial are probably polished off the die, as is the FG initials right here. You're gonna see a lot of eBay shit saying, or sorry, eBay stuff saying, floating roof, no FG. It's not really, I mean, it's a thing. Here. I'll load this up real quick. This is hilarious. Here we go. A mere $630. There's 33 watchers.
On yours?
No. Oh. On this freaking coin that somebody has on here. And I'm not muted, just so you know. But how are there 33 watchers? This guy has 75. Okay. Red flags, everybody. If you are watching. If you go on eBay and you see this, just be careful. Number one, the guy has 75 sales. Alright? It honestly, it only takes one bad one to bring down your positive rate like that, when you have so few. But how are there 33 watchers on a piece of crap coin? It's not even a floating roof. Like, I see the line there. FG? Yeah, maybe. Pictures are alright. I honestly only take 2 pictures of my coins, and if people need to see more, they can see more. But I take really high resolution 20 megapixel close-ups. I try not to do any digital zooming at all, so I get really good non-pixelated stuff. But this is garbage. Yeah, so I wanted to show, anybody can ask anything they want for a coin, and dear God, I hope nobody's paying this much money for a very common coin. So let's go to sold, which is really, here you go. Reasonable, right? This coin's in decent shape, so, if it's in good shape, that's one thing. But this is reasonable. This guy got it up, $5 for a couple pennies. I have an entire, can't really see, but I have an entire, let me just, I forgot, you can't see my scope. I have these containers, alright, these plastic containers. I do have a floating roof, no FG roll started. I might just sell the entire freaking roll. Let me put a coin back on and re-zoom, or refocus, I mean. There we go. Back to the browser. Alright, so there you go, look at that. $5. That guy That guy's doing all right. Sell a penny for $5, $6. And if you look at the date on there, you can track when these are, you know, February 2nd. It wasn't that long ago. You see a lot of stuff on Facebook groups too. People are going on there and, you know, floating roof, no FG. But look at this crap. $9? Maybe. The 70S? Yeah. I mean, 70S is kind of common and probably like a $4 coin on its own. It's just such a common thing. That's actually a nice one though. The roof is actually floating. You got FG there though. I don't know if I'd call it an error. I guess it's a polished die. Or is it a braided? I don't know. Boy, I should look up my definitions. Speaking of which, highly recommend checking out Heritage Auctions Glossary of US and World Coin Terms. Abrasions. Areas of a coin where another coin or foreign object has displaced metal in an abraded fashion. Oh. So there you go. It was not abraded. It was probably polished. I wonder if that's in here. Oops. Yeah, polished die. Die has been what? Basin? To remove clash marks or other die injury, die is used to strike proof coins or polished to impart mirror-like surfaces. Also see, is that basining? Process of polished die, cream, burr. Okay, there you go. Let's, oops. Forgot that you have my browser on. Okay. I guess I'm going to keep talking. Lori's in the shower. So, pretty funny how talking this much actually, what it does to your throat. I think I was going to say something. Oh yeah, that 2009. I don't know. I have a lot of them. And it's just like anything else. When you first start getting them, you save like every one of them, and then once you have like 1,000 of them, you kind of you pick and choose which ones you save. Not sure what's going on with this guy. It's probably just damage. And I'm going to tell you another thing. In my opinion, if you see something wrong on a coin, I should dig out. I have a 58 Denver that's just such a misfit, weird coin. And when I found it, I thought I was going to be a freaking millionaire. I think I've said this before on a different stream, on a different channel. But man, I thought I was rich. It's a lot of mechanical or machine doubling, sadly. But going back into what I said before I cut myself off, if you find an error or something wrong with a coin, your first thought, my first thought is, this is probably damage. You know, and it's just a process. You gotta think, what at a mint would cause a coin to do this? Because there's only so many things that can happen there. Versus, you know, a lot of people will try to. It's fun. It's fun to sit here and wonder. Okay, what happened to this coin in its life since it left the mint or whatever, right? It's a little bit of forensics, and it's fun. Boy, that'd have been a nice wide AM if it was wide AM. But I will save this coin. But yeah, it is fun to try to figure out what happened to a coin. You know, I enjoy that stuff. But at the end of the day, damage is damage. And, you know, some people collect crazy, weird stuff, and there's a collector out there for probably everything. But you always got to ask yourself, what is your time worth? I have like 40 something things on my my Keen Eye Collectibles eBay store, and every one of them took a little bit of time to post, you know. So what's your time worth? I always offer free shipping, at least as I'm building my store. I might change that later on, but it just might be something I always do, since eBay offers pretty inexpensive shipping. It's almost a saver, but it's just not there for me. So close. So I mean, you put a coin up, sell it for less than 20 bucks, and it's, you know, roughly an ounce. You can, you know, ounce in weight, you can ship that for 60, I think it's 63 cents with using eBay's discount. So they also take a fee. You're gonna make 40 cents for like 5 minutes of your life. I don't know. It's just not worth it to me. Is that a cud? So what I'm doing is looking at that corner right there, that little schmutz on the rim. So what you're looking for is to see if the rim is damaged from the side, and this one is. I'm not going to take the time to focus on it, but garbage. Boy, there were some really nice coins in here too. Let me see if I can just dig a couple out, for example. Yeah. Oh my god, is it the fabled floating roof? Nope. It's not a bad one though. That'll go in the mid tier. Watch, I got rid of all the really nice ones right before I started streaming. And it's the nice ones that made me stream. It's like, oh my god, it's a parking lot era. Sorry when I put on my New York accent. I tend to be mocking somebody who erased a whole bunch of my friggin' comments off of his channel. Like a frickin' jerk ass. What's that? What's going on to the right of the memorial there? It is goo. That's what it is. Okay, so there's no more really nice coins in my pile. I think I opened like 6 or 7 rolls of pennies last night. 92, obviously I'm looking for close AM. Not there. I'm gonna go back to mute. Lori's out of the shower. So, you know. Here, I got a Wheatie. Very common. Yeah, so listen, man. Anybody who is actually listening to this, I'm on a mission here. I want to get a bunch of subs. I want to get a bunch of you coin nerds. I'm just kidding. Interested in following my videos, because I'm on a mission to beat that guy. Let's be totally honest. I don't want to freaking, I don't care about anything but getting 2,000 subs real fast. So freaking share this stuff. Like, subscribe, and all those things I hate saying. It's personal. Let's go. Imagine looking down right now and realizing I was muted the entire time. Which I'm not, but it just was a funny thought that came into my head. Okay, muting again. Bye-bye. Actually, I think I'm going to wrap up this brief little stream. Man, wouldn't that have been a great one to end on? 55 FS is at 101. Which would have been a really nice 55 famous double die, second only to probably the 69 double die obverse. That thing's a freaking banger. And if you don't know what those are, let's look them up real quick. I am not muted. Just so you know, I'm almost done though. I'm going to my browser. Let's go to Soul. Oops. Here you go. Look at that thing. That's a reasonable price for that, believe it or not. But look at that. Can you imagine finding that in a coin roll? Jeez. And real quick, the 1969 DDO cent. Is it an S? Oh, maybe it is. See? What do I know? I don't think it's an S. Maybe? Is it? Do you remember if it's an S or a Philly Lincoln double die that's the real expensive one? Okay. What in the hell is going on here? Hold on. Here we go. All right. This is what it looks like. Similar to the 55, but these are probably the two most valuable double die cent. Pretty sure. Anyways, okay, I'm gonna stop streaming now. Really appreciate everybody that actually technically isn't really there right now, but whatever. Later. Thank you.